But I digress. Sometimes I come home and I get into deep thought. Sometimes I think about family. Sometimes I think about politics. Sometimes I think about religion. Sometimes I just think about the way the world is going now, the different movements, the third wave feminists, the social justice warriors, the Black Lives Matter movements, the protests, the violence, the destruction. And I take the bus, and the reason is I had a small brain tumor removed. And somebody will bring up a subject and ask my opinion, and I'll give my opinion. But you know what? All of a sudden they get butthurt because they don't like what I say, and immediately they want me to just shut my mouth. They don't want to hear what I have to say, and that's it. They just bug out like they're possessed. So sometimes I wonder about society today. I look at them, and they have these fake smiles on, just like they're happy, totally brainwashed by the government. And their parents were probably hippies and everything else. And everything's just la-di-da, everything's just flowers and daisies, until you say whatever is on your mind. And it hurts their feelings. They get dun 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 triggered. And all of a sudden they turn on you. They turn into a vicious monster, frothing at the mouth, attacking you, saying, "You can't say that." And I remember back in the 80s, I mentioned the word fart, and this girl turned around and said, "No, it's not fart, it's called passing gas." And I looked at her, I said, "Fart, fart, 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 fart," because I knew it triggered her, and I thought it was funny. But you look at those fake smiles, those brainwashed smiles, and if you say the wrong thing, those smiles will become vicious, angry, frothing, foul-mouthed monsters. And you know what's to blame for this? Social media, Facebook, Twitter, and especially Tumblr. Oh, dear God, not Tumblr. I've seen so much come out of that where I just wanted to vomit, and I said, no more, no, no, never gonna get an account there. I've seen too much. People transgender, gender. You gotta have this movement, Black Lives Matter movement. Kill all the whiteys. Well, yeah, I gotta watch my back, 'cause I'm I'm white. Yeah. Another issue is mainstream media. Aren't they lovely? Yeah, they love to lie about you about everything. Yep. By golly. They lie to you about the elections. They lie to you about the protests that go on. They only tell you what you want to hear and what they want you to hear. That's why I listen to alternative media. Sometimes you gotta get to doing your own homework, because this is the problem they cause. They cause people to argue. They cause society to clash. They cause mayhem. And it's not good. But this is what they want. They want people to argue. They want mayhem. It's just disgusting. And part of the arguing, of course, is the politics. And that's one thing that if you mention politics or any of this other crap, this is another trigger thing that social justice warriors, feminists, and Black Lives Matter, man, if you mention any of this and it rubs you the wrong, or them the wrong way, they get triggered. Oh dear God, that's when the mouths froth, and they will attack you with their fingernails, sticks, pipes, maybe some cinder blocks, whatever they can get their hands on. They'll toss it at you and tell you to shut up. And especially as me being a Christian, if I say something, they really hate me. Another thing about the mainstream media and that things I like to touch on and stuff like that is who are you going to vote for? Here we got a man that's excellent businessman. He's even been bankrupt but finds his way to land back on his feet. I trust him with getting a job. He's got excellent plans. People think that he's stupid. But then off to the right here, we've got Hillary Hitler Clinton with the emails, the scandals, her just in love with ISIS, Clinton Foundation, all this money, Goldman Sachs. Oh, God, no. We do need a woman in office, but not her. We need a woman that's actually honest. But it's not a matter of me flipping the coin at like the last election where I ended up voting for Romney because of how the coin landed. But this time, yeah, I'm going to have to go for Trump because Hillary, no. I mean, she's also sick. I'm sure some people have seen some videos of her. She's not very well, and if she goes into office and dies, the vice president, I don't even trust there at all either. Now, as I mentioned before, these social justice warriors, these feminists, oh my God, these are the people I meet on the bus. These people. And this is if I mention something wrong. If I say something, oh, there's no such thing as a wage gap. It's because us women work less hours, which is true. I worked less hours because I had kids. And I made the same wages, hourly wages, as any man where I worked. It's just I worked less hours because I had children. And this is the face I looked at on one of the buses. Triggered. I mean, the frothy mouth, the wild-eyed, and just wanting to kill me. I mean, yeah. Yeah, this woman looks demon-possessed. Just, whoo, way out there. And don't get me started on this son of a bitch. Look, George Soros. This is who it is. This is the guy that's funding Black Lives Matter. This is a guy. He's got so much money, it's coming out of his ears. He's disgusting. He's foul. Look him up, study him, and you will understand why he is so disgusting. But I'll make a funny point. If you look at the bags under his eyes, it's like you can grab them and kind of flap them around with your hands like flaps of baloney. It's weird looking. I don't know. It's just there's something about it. Like, yeah, like flaps of baloney. Really weird. But I just thought I'd point that out. I don't know. Just little flaps of baloney. Kind of flap them around. And then this guy. I had to pick Shaun King, and I had to get this meme. Start Black Lives Matter isn't even black. This man was born with red hair and pale skin. I mean, he was as white as mayonnaise in a snowstorm. And he started Black Lives Matter, and this is what it turned out to be. It turned out to be a disaster. This is mayhem. This is not what we want for our children. Black lives do matter, but they deserve better than this. The whole movement. And this is what George Soros did start. This is the money he's pouring into. It's sad. And the black children need something better. They deserve better. They deserve better schools, and they're tearing it down and destroying it completely. It's, they need something a lot better. And of course we have the aftermath, and this was the one in Milwaukee at the gas station. And they're saying Black Power. And it's the kids, they need schools. The kids, they need something. I mean, this is a place where people got a gallon of milk, maybe some bread. Now it's torn down. Now the price of milk is going to go up. Bread is going to come up, or go up. And If they keep doing this to stores and destroying it, guess what's going to happen? Prices are going to go up, and we're going to find out there's going to be an economic collapse. These are other things that I'm going to touch base on. Here's another thing that mainstream media picks on, and that's our religion as Christians. They put us off on the wayside, but boy, when it comes to Muslims, they praise Muslims. They give Muslims all these rights. The Sharia law, these no-go zones, and everything else. And they get to have their camps, but you can't go on them. But yes, us Christians do have our camps. But they're more like summer camps where you get to have fun, you get to learn, and you get to learn peace. But when it comes to those Islamic ones, those are locked off. And some people have snuck in there and learned. It's not about peace. It's a militia. But they keep messing with us. And on top of that, there's a thing going around, the Mandela effect, also attacking the King James Bible. And the reason why they're picking on the King James Bible is because a lot of us Christians have switched to the King James Bible. The Mandela effect is another thing I'll touch on because it's gotten out of hand. They're saying so many things have changed, which has not. Yeah, it's pathetic. All I can say is the whole world is in turmoil, but it won't last that long. It won't last that long. So all I can say is everybody support each other in love. We need it. And no holding back. No more cutting each other off. Let's keep with the freedom of speech, communicate, and debate. We can always agree to disagree, and also give in love. So all you ladies and all you men, stay found in your faith and don't let anybody shake you. Not even those stupid guys that say, oh, the Mandela effect has changed the King James Bible. Don't listen to them. Keep reading it. It's okay. Nothing's changed. Don't let them fool you. Now you know why. On my avatar, I have that WTF look on my face because of all of the things that are going on in the world today. It just doesn't make any sense. And that is why we are all freaking doomed. We're all doomed if we keep doing this.